All right, so if this is your first time here, I'm not sure if it is, Susie, but I think it might. I want to welcome you because we have been meeting here in this format now for a couple months, every Thursday at 4 o'clock. So I'm really happy. Oh, my sister Heidi just jumped on. I love that. Heidi, hello. Um, so I'm super happy when you jump on, tell me where you're at. We've been meeting right here, as I was saying, for a couple of months. Ashley's here. Hello, Ashley. For the wonderful purpose to gather together during this time that is appearing like we are separated. So we are committed to staying connected right here in this format. And this is when we really embrace technology. That it's like, wow, I get to stretch in my technological strength in all ways right now. Hi, Cameron. So I'm just grateful that you're here for that wonderful purpose, that we're here to keep coming together. So I have been noticing recently, and I'd love everyone to chime in on this. You could tell me, hold on, I want to ask you, what's one quality you're feeling today? Please type that in there. Just one quality you're feeling today, because I want to discuss some qualities that have been up. Hi, Maureen. So glad you're with us. I want to discuss some things that have been popping up for a lot of clients as I've been in sessions with them. I love my clients. Most of you know that. And I'm very blessed to have them in my life. And what I've been noticing in the last few weeks is, understandably, and I'm going to widen this out, it's family, everyone, understandably, people are going through a lot right now. Heidi's quality that she's embodying today, feeling, is love. Beautiful. Tell me where you're at, peeps. If anyone's feeling frustrated, nervous, content, just think about that for a minute and type it right in there. Heidi, thank you for starting. Is that there is so much activated in the world of effects right now that it is highly necessary for the inner world of our spiritual warriorship, almost I want to say, to really have a space and to really be activated. Oh, I didn't see all that. Thank you. I got to scroll up. Hi, Erin. Hi, Patricia. This is wonderful. Ashley, I'm asking everyone to tell me where you're at and what's feeling you're feeling today. So Ashley, a little anxious, not sure why. Thank you for saying that, Ashley. So I'm noticing that is occurring for a lot of people, that whether it's anxiety, whether it's frustration, thank you for those love buckets, nervous, grateful, that things are up. We're feeling this. The rest of you keep telling me what you're feeling. Hi, Marie. We're feeling this and more. But we have to first come to the plate with, where are we at right now? Like, in this day, can it be acceptable, whatever we're feeling, whether it is nervous, frustrated, upset, angry, confused, happy, joyful, wherever we're at, when we have an aim of where we wish to go, we must first know, where am I at right now? So it's acceptable, supported, and necessary to really be gentle with ourselves and say, where am I at? Erin's craving sugar. I understand that. Hi, Norel. Nice to see you here with us. So when we look from this field of where am I at right now, we then have our landing pad, like I think I discussed that last Friday, of where we're off to next. So the interesting point is to have a shift of awareness. We must know where we're at to then gauge where it is I want to be, so that we practice acceptance. Many people this past few days have been feeling full because there's change in the air again, and unknown time, and frustration from people who've been feeling, thank you for that thumbs up, feeling like, where are we going next? Really good question. What's the next step of all this? I'm just taking a breath and breathing for Marie. I'm grateful you're expressing that. Your feeling tone for today is finally releasing some tears. That makes me weepy. Some of our most cleansing moments are when the tears just come rolling down. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, our tears are our field of cleanse. We're releasing toxins with every tear that falls. So if we could love ourselves through the tears, it's a really beautiful thing. So thank you for being here while you're feeling that. Hi, Debbie. I'm so glad you're joining us as well. And Debbie's feeling drained and confused yet grateful. Yes. See, just as you responded to me and asking where you're at, we have a variety of feelings that they're good. They're all good, but they're good in the way of like, I can name this, and yet this other feeling feels odd. What we get to practice is acceptance of where we are at is where we are at. There is so much up right now that when we could hold space for one another to accept exactly where we're at is perfect as our start point. Whether we're anxious, whether we're crying, whether we're joyful, that if we stand in it, that I accept myself right here, right exactly in this moment, this is where I'm at. Then we open the door to know, and my aim to move forward. What is my aim? In that, in the midst of others expressing this week with me, I've been able to sit with people while they moved through their array of emotions to get back to what is it that's really going on, which a lot of it has been based. Hi, Nori and Norel, thank you. Thank you. It's great to be alive. Yes, it is. Absolutely, it's great to be alive. When we sit with where we're at in our emotions and we have a level of awareness, we get to continue to grow and evolve in the midst of this change. So in the last few weeks, I've been talking about how change can be messy, that our transformation can be messy, that our growing edge can be more, and what do we take into it? So I was thinking this day, like, what's necessary right now? What's necessary as we feel what we feel and want to keep jumping forward in our lives? We got to look at what is necessary next for us to keep stretching. And when I was thinking about that, I was reviewing some notes and thinking, what do I want to talk about? What is necessary? What strength must be cultivated within each of us right now? It's individual, but we all have a core of what we're reaching into. And I realized that what ignites me so much, one of the many things, is that we all within us have these superhero powers that go dormant when we are feeling confused, sad, frustrated, angry. That our own inner superhero powers can go into a quiet space, even though we came in with them. Somebody asked me yesterday in an interview, I'm having fabulous, wonderful interviews in these last few weeks. Like first thing in the morning, 7 in the morning, last night one started at 9 o'clock at night, and everything in between. And someone said, like, you know, what are we needing to move through this time right now? I didn't say it on this call in the interview last night, but I said it in another language. I'm saying it to you, that our superhero power within, that toolbox that is full at all times, is needed to move through this time in human history. And our superhero power, I have to make sure how I say that, comes in a variety of ways, and each of us have it in our own DNA: strength, courage, availability to see through challenges, open hearts. We came in with it. That was the question somebody asked me. Another question last night in the interview. He said, do you think we came in already with some of this, or do you think that we literally just started catching the vibration and the belief systems everyone immediately? And I said, oh no, I definitely think we come in with it. We come in ready with a full tool bag. Even in our very first breath. What occurs is as we move through this life experience and experiencing it fully, hi Amy, then we start to, hi Arlen, we start to forget the availability of the superhero powers that we came in with. See, we have an opportunity right now to wake up to the highest potentiality of who we came in as to be, to give. We have an opportunity right now. In the midst of tears, sadness, frustration, we still have an opportunity. So I'm asking, where can we all be in a stretch right now? Where can we be in the midst of a massive stretch? Where can we birth? Yes, thank you. Where can we be birthing the next evolution of ourselves? We must tap in to our superhero powers right now. So thinking about that, I go to my superheroes. Now, there's superheroes that I look at the screen in history. There's superheroes that I look at every single day, that I walk into the market and see superheroes, that I look at my godchildren that's a nurse and one's becoming a fireman and think of superheroes, that I have evidence everywhere of superhero powers. I'm looking at each and every one of you and know I could list those of you that I know well, your superhero powers. I want you to know what they are. I want you to really think, what is mine? What is mine to activate right now, to take out more into the world that is needed right now in human history? So when one of my clients this week was feeling a lot and he was frustrated and he was mad and he's like, this isn't right and this isn't right and how can this be done to us? I asked him a question, and I want to ask all of you today. I said, what is yours to give right here? What is yours to be in the midst of this frustration? What is yours? Because he wanted change. He's frustrated with what's occurring. What is his power within that is time to birth, because we are in this time in history? Now, if we're in the midst of feeling anxious, if we're feeling weepy and we're not sure why, first and foremost is our act of self-care. Our superhero power must be about self-care before we activate what is mine to give. Hi, Vicki. Good to see you as well. Hi, Allison. So that we really look at, I must be in self-care as I'm giving next, whatever it is I am here to give. But if we don't ask the questions, we'll stay stuck in the story. So the question that I asked him, what is yours to be giving right now? Created a space within him for him to listen to that question and think, with his frustration, what was his to give? Was he able to go within and then come from a place of acceptance of those he's frustrated with, so that his message to others can be one of a divine articulation, that he can offer up something to others to look at. Hi, Susan. And when he started to discover that could possibly be it, but he'd have to come from a place of calm centeredness to be heard. So as soon as any of you think of what your superhero power is to be giving right now, please type that in. I'm asking you where you are to start. And what is that power that gets to be rising up within you? Okay. So back to the ones that I reach to in my close proximity. You've heard me talk about for years, whether it's my family, my children, my animals, that there is an energy within each and every one of them, that they are gifting something to me that is precious, and I don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss it for a second. So I'm available to catch their gift that they are giving me. I look out into the world on the screen and I think of, who do I look at as superhero power? Okay, I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan. I claim it and I name it. I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan. I'm also a huge Harry Potter fan. And then I'm a really huge fan of Harriet Tubman, because that woman, real character, risked her life over and over and over and over again, used her superhero powers to absolutely activate something that was so profound that it changed countless people's lives, countless lives of people. Each and every one of us here have ours. Ashley's, yes. Compassion. Oh my goodness, Ashley, you're going to make me cry. That is definitely your superhero power. Thank you. Maureen, empathy. Yes. Imagine what the world needs right now in compassion and empathy. We need it desperately to be illuminated. Cameron, most definitely strength. When we can look at what is mine in the midst of, sorry, I'm jumping, just hang with me because it starts to come fast. In Wonder Woman at the end of the movie, do you love, close to the end of the movie, when Chris Pine looks at her and says, I can save today, but you can save the world. His moment was, he can make a choice in that moment to save a situation. He looked at her like, yours is a bigger job than mine, but I could do this. Now, yes, I know it's a comic. It still has a great message in it. And I want us to look at what is ours to do today. What is ours to do in every moment? Yes, Lydia, yours is definitely love. Yes, Vicky, trust. I love it. Peace. Debbie, encouragement, most definitely. When we take our individual, just look at all these. When we take strength, compassion, trust, encouragement, love, peace, and start to accumulate that, as that is what we are gifting to the world. We are delivering a power that is unstoppable, that is bigger than the circumstance. Bigger than the circumstance. That's what's being called for right now. That's what keeps it centered. Hi, Denise. I'm so happy you're here. I want to know how your son's enjoying the book. I'm so happy you're here. So when we can come back to, where am I beginning? What is my beginning point? So I'm authentic with that. Then we go to, and what is mine to give? What is that unique gift that is mine to give? We have an ability to hold ourselves in acceptance of where we are and simultaneously be willing to gift what we came here to give. Hi, Melissa. Yes, yes, Nori, yours is definitely kindness. Yes, Allison, caring. Melissa, you just joined. So I'm giving you this. I'm asking us to first tell us one quality of where you're at today. And secondly, what is your unique superhero power within that is yours to give? And you could see some of these here: encouragement, kindness. Excuse me, I need tea. So coming back to Harriet Tubman, she knew where she was at, right? She was a slave. And she knew her superhero power was she had a direct connection. Her relationship with God was unstoppable. Her relationship to listen to divine guidance was so rich that she used that to absolutely not only free herself, but to free so many other individuals. That's power. She saw where she was at. Simultaneously really did her own deep work thinking of what is mine to participate in that gift, that connection to the Most High. And she cultivated a trust of it that was so unstoppable that nothing could shake her on her path. Aaron, yours is definitely humor. That is definitely your superhero power. And you use it so well. And in that, Aaron giving her power, everyone else giving theirs, allows the world to come back to center. We cannot go quiet right now unless we're meditating. We cannot go quiet and not give what we came here to give. It's a necessity to absolutely be clear of what is mine to give, to contemplate it. I'm not saying react in it. Yes, thank you for that love and catching this. This is not a reaction. It is not a, let me just try to patch something up and give something that is not truly from my core. This is an opportunity to look at deep within. There's something for me to gift this world with right now. And I'm so interested in that my quiet time, my reflection time, is to inquire within so that I can truly feel this gift birthing up beneath, right underneath my breath, and I'm crystal clear of what that is that I'm to deliver to the world right now. It's potent and rich and super vital that each and every moment we have our quietness, and yet what is mine to give? Go back to our place of spiritual practice and then come back out to give. That it's a constant back and forth, check in, recalibrate, and begin again, over and over and over again. I'm sure at times it may seem humorous when I reach into, whether it's looking at some superhero or whether it's looking at somebody that's changing history. And the intention is to understand that when we get frustrated, fearful, when we're going, thank you for all that, when we're going through our own challenges, we can look at, wait, there's a pathway here, that there's others who have blazed a trail for us to simply see again that we each have this gift. And if it can be done before, it can be done again, it can be done again, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, because we have more, we're evolving more. We have this technology right here. Susan, hold that. I'm jumping. Susan, yes, balancing being and doing, beautiful, and welcoming joy, fabulous. That as we can balance ourselves in the being and the doingness, which is exactly the languaging for what I'm talking about getting quiet, going within, listening to our meditation, grabbing our gifts and bringing them back out to the world, we're amplifying the vibratory field of where we live and what is occurring. Every thought we think right now, every action has a vibration that is just taking place upon the earth. And can we plant those seeds of compassion and trust and faith in the midst of our own inner confusion? I believe we can. I'm going to go right back to Harriet. There wasn't that she wasn't scared. It wasn't that she just didn't have the fear. She just moved through it. She just said, I'm doing it anyway. I'm connected to something that is bigger than this fear, so I'm just going to continue to move through it. That's what we have a charge to do. We don't ignore where we're at. We don't take a spiritual bypass and say, just going to ignore that I'm feeling this way. No, we move through the challenge, not taking a bypass, but we come fully equipped with all we need. I get really excited about this. I'm sorry, I get excited. I can't help it. It's like, it's important stuff. Sorry, I'm really giggling because last night at this, hi, Brittany, I was hoping you were jumping on here. My niece, Brittany, thank you for the present you just sent me. I just opened it and I love it. I was on an interview was it last night? Yesterday? I can't remember. And the interviewer said, I think I must have been talking for like 5 minutes. And all of a sudden he said, wow, Kim, I have to tell you, you got a lot of energy. And something about, I'm not sure where you're at right now, but you just sound like you're bouncing off the walls or something. I do have a lot of energy. It's true. And it can't be contained. So when it comes up and out, but I'd like it to be inspired energy, inspired action, which is why my practice is so important. Take us back to all of us right now, which is why our practice is so important. Because when we lean into our practice, quiet, contemplate where we're at, acknowledge where we're at, practice acceptance, and then simultaneously move into what is mine to bring to this planet, then that energy is infused into inspiration, which delivers something that is profound and life-changing. Okay, Beth, Christy, Stephanie, this is so much fun. Lamia, I think that's how I say your name. That's beautiful. Thank you all for jumping on. Please tell us where you're at. And my first two questions today with where are you feeling? What are you feeling most? What's that quality right now that you're feeling to your start point? And then I'm going to ask you, what is yours to bring? What is your own superhero power that you are here to bring in this time in human existence? And Beth's is love. Thank you, Beth. Christopher, I'm so glad you're here. So as I was saying, as we come back to knowing our acceptance of ourselves gives us acceptance for others. So when we can bump up against the situations that are happening in the world that we may not agree with whatsoever, we must find our own inner acceptance to know that as we lean into, I got to accept exactly where I'm feeling so that my choice of what I do with this feeling lands with the intention that I have made, not a random reaction. So I'm going to go back to when I was talking about my client who had a lot going on. At that point that he got in the session and was venting and upset, if he went into action right then, it would have been a reaction to his upset. A reaction is going to create more reaction and defense. So others will push against you in defense. For your voice to be heard right now, you have the opportunity of knowing, where am I coming from? If I take where I'm feeling, honor it and accept it, and then know, wait a minute, I also have a gift within me that must be birthed right now. And what is that? I become more interested in that to give that than the question that I asked him, what is yours to be? What is yours to give right now is much more impactful. So I'm inviting all of you today to open the place of what is mine to give, what is mine to be in this time in human history. And when you wake up each day, to ignite that my intention is to be willing to be that, to be the place of compassion, to be the place of divine trust. My intention, looking at these words right here that you've given me today, my intention is to stand in my humor and boldly deliver my gifts. My intention is to deliver my message in my own unique way. Christy, thank you for your message today. It made me cry and it was right on track. Like, we each have our message to give. And when we boldly check where it's coming from, and then deliver it with the acceptance of ourselves, we open the door for other people to shift and change for the acceptance of themselves. Making sense? I'm grateful you're all here. I'm grateful that each and every one of them, every one of you are here. Melanie, thank you. Thank you. And we're going to breathe through. We understand scared. A lot of people are feeling scared right now. And our job to stay in who, and I'm going to use a different word, not our job, our willingness to stay in. This is my start point, but what is my aim? Each and every one of you has something to gift to the planet right now, and I'm asking that you gift it. All right? We're coming to our closing time. If you jumped on late, please come back on and listen to the entire talk. Hi, Brenda. So good to see you here. And know this, that there's so much occurring right now that I'm so grateful to be in the presence of all of you often. So thank you for that. Tomorrow I'm on Facebook at the Our Love on the Rhythmia channel, and tomorrow's at 2 o'clock on Our Love, 1 o'clock on Saturday at Rhythmia. And you can check my calendar on my website, and it states all the interviews that are coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I'd love to have you jump in. I just want to invite you to stay. Oh my gosh, I love all that love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to invite you to stay engaged and stay awake and stay available to what is your gift to give right now. What is yours to be in the midst of these times? Because our consciousness matters. The gift of our consciousness matters, and it is our individual responsibility to clean up our consciousness so as we deliver our gifts, it's clear, it's precise, and it's not attacking, it is informing, and it is bringing information to the world so the world can make a choice based on your insight. That's amazing stuff. Based on your insights, the world can make a choice. Marie, self-love, forgiveness, understanding of others. Yes, that has always definitely been one of your greatest superhero powers. I have to say that fast because I mess it up, superhero powers. So I just want to thank you all for being here. Lamia, thank you for writing all this. I'm checking it all. Love everything. Yes, yes. Staying aware of your words and actions. Yes, I acknowledge you for that. Brilliant, brilliant. As we stay awake and aware, we stay in choice. That's our job right now. Awake, aware, in choice. I honor each and every one of you. Oh my gosh, do I love when those hearts and loves come up. Thank you for being here. Come back next Thursday, 4 o'clock Pacific, please. If you have questions, insights you want to email me ahead of time, please do. And if you can join me at any of these upcoming events, interviews, as well as the next couple of Facebook Lives, please do. I'd love to have you join me. And Narelle, the greatest listener. That is your superhero power. I love that. Oh, embrace that. Thank you all for being your superhero selves. And thank you for being here today. Please shine brightly. This world is wanting us to shine brightly. All right. Caring for you all. Adore you all. Have a blessed and sacred day. Ciao.